Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're talking about the best-selling cards under $5 or less. Sorry I didn't get to post yesterday. I've been a little under the weather. You might actually still hear it in my voice. I definitely feel better today than I did yesterday. But my under the weatherness aside, let's jump into it because we got some different cards here at the top. Halka Fibrax has lost his top spot to Dinomorphia Frenzy. I If you can win quickly, by all means. But if I go to a third game and I look up at the clock, and if I'm facing Dinomorphia and I go to a third game and I look up at the clock, I am going to. I'm just you have to play it like this. Like, you just stall and wait for them to take their turn. They have to activate one of their effects, and it's gonna burn. And so I feel like Dinomorphia loses a lot in time. I don't know how relevant that happens though, because I don't play Dinomorphia. So you guys let me know. Dinomorphia players, let me know. If someone says, "Why are you playing that deck? You're gonna lose in time." What is your response? I really would like to know in those comments down below. Let's talk about this guy real quick, because this card's been out here. This is Dimension Force. This card's been out here for a while. So it's the Scareclaw archetype. This card's activated. You can add a Scareclaw or Viscous Starfrost. For your deck to your hand, monster you control. Opponent controls with 100 attack. For each defensive position monster on the field. Okay. If 3 more defensive monsters on the field, you can target one card and destroy it. Okay. So this is kind of just generically a good field spell. There's obviously not a lot of decks that put monsters in defense position. But if you can, if you're there, you might as well. And even for the Scareclaws, apparently, I mean, I guess that's what Scareclaws do. I don't really know what Scareclaws do. If you know, I guess Scareclaws must do that. Like, Crawlers can run this card. Shadalls kind of put a lot of monsters in defense position. It's just interesting. It's an interesting generic card that's really good in Scareclaw. It's that kind of thing. Number 89, the Mind Hacker. Is this generic? Yes. Banish. Look at your opponent's hand. Banish it face down. If this card destroys opponent's monster, you can target one card your opponent controls. Or in your graveyard. Banish it face down. Banish. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's really solid. And it counters Pot of Desires really well. This card just got played somewhere, didn't it? What deck is making this though? That's my question. You guys can let me know that in the comments down below too. I never try to act like I know everything, because I know I don't. It's like the Eminem line. At least I know that I don't know. And I really, because Sword Soul doesn't really summon 7s. Despia branded doesn't summon 7s. Is it Punk? Is Punk running this? I don't know. But clearly something happened over the weekend, because this card was 50 cents 2 weeks ago. As far as whether or not these 3 cards here at the top are solid investments, I still don't know what the Dinomorphia Frenzy is all about. Like, I don't know. Not like the card itself, but like the feelings towards the deck. I don't think it's that great of a deck. I think it's a solid, fun little rogue strategy, but I don't really think it's that good. Like I said, this is a solid, generic card that's really good in Scareclaw. And this is a really solid card for level 7 base decks, but I see both of these just went up in value a lot. And I don't really see the playability enough for these 2 cards to make them solid investments going forward. Like, will these 2 cards, and obviously, I just say my opinion. If you guys think they're going to go up, obviously go ahead and pull the trigger. I don't think these cards are going to go above $5. In fact, I think they may have peaked where they're at right now. Could next week we see them be at $3.50, $4 for sure, but next week we could also see them at $2, right? So you never really know how it's going to go. I don't think it's going to go up, though. That's where I'm at with that. Halka Fibrax, Mystic Mine, just your usual suspect. Brandon, Red, Swamp Frog, Red Eyes Dragon, Zombie Lord, Red Eyes Zombie Dragon Lord. Demises the lands, as is expected. Let's take a look at this thing real quick, just to see if it's a solid investment or not at this point. Because it did, that's why I thought it did. Because it did this, right? And then it dips back down. But what could possibly make this go back up? A buyout, right? But Right now we're looking at $4. Mystic TCG's got near mint on limbs for $4. Yeah, I mean, this is just is what happens. Like usually you have like 4 to 5 days after a card randomly gets played at a YCS to sell it before it ends up going down in value. But if you had them before the YCS, well, you're the one who's laughing now. But I don't really see that card going up in value because, like I said, it was just seen at a YCS in a winning deck list. Like, what else? What else could possibly make it go up in value other than a buyout? And I don't see a buyout happening anytime soon. Borderland is a very solid card. Borderland is really good. Necro Banshee, obviously. Dark Ruler no more. Okay, interesting. I think it's because of value. Like this is an amazing. If you don't already have your copies, all copies are good. I mean, this is obviously above $5. So we're not gonna talk about this one. All copies of Dark Ruler no more though. If you don't have these already, get them now and get a bunch. Like this card will not be $2 forever at all. And we look at right here, May 26th, it hit $1.40, $1.35. I don't think it's gonna go back there anytime soon. Right now, we're seeing a lot light play near mints for 170, 170, literally for $6 less. Jeez, literally for $6. You could well actually let's play this game. I like playing this game. We do this every now and again. I'm obviously not gonna buy them, but I just might because I was talking about Dark Ruler No More last week, how they have gone down in value since I last talked about them, which was way back when I was building the structure deck for not the structure deck, but the Spirit Charmers deck that I had. I actually have that deck profile still up on the channel. But okay, so you can get 255 for about $500, and this could very easily be a $5 card within a year. Okay, like the Spirit Charmers structure deck is gone, not on the shelves anymore, but nobody bought them, so a lot of stores have surplus. And then the Alibi Strike structure deck is still on the shelves. But once those are off the shelves, Dark Ruler No More is not going anywhere. Dark Ruler No More is a fantastic card. And it's one of the best cards actually just in the game. And I would argue it might be the best card right now in terms of value. Like you're not gonna find a lot of cards for $1.70 per copy that are as good as Dark Ruler No More. Literally a board breaking card that if your opponent doesn't play around, they just lose to. So I would definitely pick up copies of Dark Ruler No More. At least get the play set if you don't already have one, but possibly more. I already have a whole bunch, so I'm good on that. Nadir's Servant snuck its way. I think the only reason this is here is because it's slipped under $5. Yeah. Because this isn't... Yeah, I was going to say, this isn't a penny stock. So this is on the fall. This is free falling. I don't think we've hit the valley of this yet, though. This isn't... People don't run this card as much anymore. Like, I understand... It says that. Right, Dogmatica is still really solid, but... I would still wait on this card. I don't think it's at its valley. Anti-Spell Fragrance. We talked about it last week. We talked about it before. It's an absolutely fantastic card. Branded Banishment, Scared Claw, Rechart, Decode Heat Soul, your usual suspect, Vision Hero Ferris, Galaxy Soldier, Endless Engine, Iagro System. It's just your typical suspects, Allure, Raigeki. Curious to see about this. And then Chaos, Ruler the Chaotic, Magical Dragon as well. Let's take a look at this guy real quick, and then we'll slip over to Raigeki. It looks like, I mean, it looks like insane value to me. We got 374 for the top one. It hasn't gone up in value because, and the main reason was, if you take a look at this, like right around this time was when people were like, wait, we could just play Adventurer and Dragon Link, and the deck is phenomenal. But even outside of Dragon Link, this is a phenomenal generic level 8 monster, and that's what you're really looking for. Like level 8s, there's a lot of really solid level 8 synchro monsters, but this one's right up there with all of them. You know, you're going to be able to add a card from your deck to your hand. You're going to be able to excavate cards and get them in the graveyard. It has the recursion effect. It's a really fantastic 3,000 attack. Like, it's a really fantastic card. So at the very least, I'd get one copy. But like I said, you guys can do as you please with what you want. And now we're gonna take a look at Raigeki real quick. Um, let's do this. 1, 2, 4, 7, 10, 13 copies of Raigeki. Let's go like this. So we got the OTS ulti, still about $100. So let's get to the penny stocks here. So this one says it's got a copy for $275, but sometimes, yeah, it's damaged. So I don't think it actually has. Okay, so Nearman Unlid's in Korean, so you can't play those. I mean, I guess you can if you're playing with just your friends, but you cannot bring them to a tournament because the OCG cards are different sizes than the TCG cards. So it's illegal to run an OCG card. So this is over $5. Okay, that's all I was really looking for, at least for Nearmans. This is the legendary, the Legend of the Blue Eyes White Dragon version. Then we see Gold Sarcophagus in 2019 as above $5. The Premium Gold Return of the Bling. This is actually probably my favorite. This one of the Ultimate Rares, probably my favorite version of Raigeki. I really like gold rares though, especially the Premium Gold one. The Return of the Bling one looked really cool. That looked like that was all over $5 though. So we're still looking for the first one that's not over $5. So let's just take a look at all of these. I mean, this one, what was this one? This one was around... No, it's over $5. Never mind. It's a little over $5, right? It's just barely getting there. Remember, the structure deck version is also here, and the one that brought us here is the maximum gold version, right? So let's just take a look at this real quick. We scoot on down here, $3.90 plus $1 shipping. So this is really not. This is very close. Technically speaking, that's $4.89, right? But $4.89 might as well be $5. And then we have this version, Nearman Unlims, are $4.99. So we're still here. Alrighty. And now, okay, boom. That one, here's a copy that's not above $5 yet. And the reason I did that, other than, you know, it's very, for $50, there you go. It was very monotonous what I just did, but the reason I did that was to show you guys, like, there's 13 copies of Raigeki, right? They're all above $5. This card coming back to 3, I was just talking about Dark Ruler No More. It's such an insanely powerful going second card, right? Because if your opponent has the way to negate it, they have to negate it, right? But if they don't, they just lose their entire board. And this card going to 3 was humongous. And now that's why we can see more going second cards, or going second specific decks. Like, it's an absolutely phenomenal card. It's an old-fashioned card as well. So I already have 3 copies of Raigeki, because like I said, I got 3 copies of the Spirit Charmer structure deck. Which, let's take a look at this real quick. Because a Dark Ruler No More used to be the chase card for this. And it's still one of the best selling cards from the structure deck. But take a look just at the first 4 cards. We're talking about Dark Ruler No More. It's about $2. Raigeki, we were just there. It's about $3. Veiler is about $1.50. Twin Twisters is about $1. So already out the gate, you got $1, $2.50, $5.50, $7. Right now, obviously on TCG Player, the structure deck is $12.35. So $7, you know, we're losing $5. And then we get to these other cards, but D-Barrier is in here, Solemn Warning is in here. I like Secret Village, Terraforming is a solid card. Spellbook of Knowledge, if that's what floats your boat. Metaverse is in here. Denkosek is a solid going second card. Book of Eclipse is a decent enough card. The structure deck itself is horrible, right? The Spirit Charmers are bad, but at any moment they might get something broken. You know what I mean? So you never really know about all that. And then we look at the Eldorado version of Raigeki. I think both copies are solid picks. Like I said, 13 copies of Raigeki. You know, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, all above $5 except 2. Right, so I'd get a playset of those. But let me know what you guys think. What cards under $5 or less are you most interested in? Let me know in those comments down below. Make sure you guys click that like button and that subscribe button to show your support for the channel. But most importantly of all, have a good day.